all I'm doing is like flattening this kind of pancake out. I don't want it to be really thick because it'll then cause a wobble point in the bat. So you really want it like as thin as possible. That's pretty thin. Now I'm going to put my bat pins in. My bat. And then I usually just make sure it's kind of stuck to that clay. That's pretty solid. All right. So when I'm throwing with these bats, not the plasti, these only, you should wet it down a little bit because it will allow the clay to adhere a little better. This is 6 pounds. So with the bat, I am going to really make sure it's on there. So you'll notice that even when I'm throwing with a large amount of clay, I don't cone this to like this insane cone and then try and push it down. It's still manageable. Sometimes I'll pause and then squeeze the rest. So when I push that down, it's a lot more weight. So you might want to use more of your body to push that clay down. So what I like to do is kind of just put my, this is my sternum right here, like right in the low part of where my rib cage is. So because this is going to be a wide bowl, I need to center this wide. So if you think about a bowl, think about how wide it's going to get. If I had a centered piece that was only like this wide but tall, that's not going to allow me to stretch out. I need that weight here to hold that curve. So how I center is determining the shape of the bowl that I'm making. So remember, same opening. Needle tool check. Widening, this is going to be a big widen. So first I'm even just going to start with the top and just pull that out. Now I'm going to really start stretching it. So again, I'm stretching it like it's a bowl, even in the larger forms. Still gonna need to compress. that. All right. Hand starts in the center, same as always. I'm gonna indent, indent, indent. Now my hand's gonna move, I'm gonna put pressure down, and now I'm gonna pull up together. I really want a wide bowl, so I'm making sure I'm pulling out. Maintaining that curve on the interior, most important. All right. Indent, indent, indent. Fix. Pull. Slow my wheel speed down, because it's a big bowl.
So you start in the center every time you start a bowl?
Every single time, yeah.
Like that?
See how my interior looks? Still looks pretty good. Probably do one more pull. Maybe. I feel like I'm gonna hit my head on this. That looks neat. I rarely feel like I really look in the video. But I'm not done yet. And you can see it? Oh my God, it looks like it's thrown off. No, it's not. I need to do this. So remember, I talked to a bunch of you about this. You have to hold this really, really close and wait for the bowl to hit the tool. I saw you get it. You got it at one point. I was like, nope, wait, keep waiting. Don't ever feel like I'm gonna start pushing this in. I'm waiting for the form to hit this. All right, so I'm gonna hover. I'm waiting. Finally, it hit the tool. See how that rib tool straightened everything? It needed to be just kind of compressed a little. Needed to be pushed a little bit more evenly right there. I'm gonna do that one more time. What would be really cool is if I cut this in half, which I will do. I'm gonna refine, because I think that's more important than seeing this complete. I have a lot of big bowls, I don't need another. Let's say I trim some of this off. Great. All right, so just to complete the demo, before I slice it in half. Remember, I put this patty of clay here. Remember, I talked about this a little bit on Tuesday. But I definitely don't want to aggressively do this. Okay, I want to slowly, because you don't want to fling it. Okay. So make sure it's totally unstuck. What I do as well is I wire cut them. I wire cut them even when they're on the bat. It's important to do that, especially on the plastic ones. Wire cut them and then leave them. Remove the bat, replace the bat. You don't need to clean this. Put another one down and you're good. Do it on this. I think it's important for you guys to see how much clay is necessary to leave on a wide bowl in order to keep that nice curve. So I know I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna trim. This is gonna be trimmed. This will be trimmed. This will be trimmed, 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 and trimmed. That's what's necessary to have it hold its shape.